Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Hump Day inspiration with Conversations with Roslyn. I am coming to you today, hoping you're having a great day, hoping you're having a great week. There's a lot going on. We're kind of going up and down, depending on where you are, right? With all that's going on. So, today, I want to talk about responding to a question that came to me asking, how do I stay up to date and in the moment with all that's going on and affecting my life? And when I thought about and communicated with her what she's trying to ask me, I thought I'd talk about a little bit about leveraging shared thinking and understanding its value. And so, I thank you for joining me here every week, as you always do at noon. It's always great just to be able to share with you guys. And so we're kind of going to go into a little bit about first understanding, what does it mean to you when you say leverage, right? In leveraging something, you can think of it as a tool, right? Like a jack leverages a car if you're trying to change a tire or something like that. But then when you're talking about leveraging things such as leveraging collective thought, collective thinking in this case, leveraging that to be able to add value to something else, being able to add collective, let's say, bargaining power, so to speak, okay? So when you talk about leveraging something, it's a way to lift something up or to use it collaboratively collaboratively to make something else even better or to give it more value. So then when we go into that and we start talking about, okay, well, then shared thinking. What's so important about shared thinking? Well, let's put it in the context of where we are now, right? So right now, a lot of us are kind of in our silos, right? We're in our place of as much quarantine and a lot more isolation than we usually are. And in that time, as we build on things that we've been talking about, inconsistencies and transforming ourselves and venturing out into things or growing where we are, right? We've been talking about those things over the last couple of months. So now as we apply all of that to where we are now and we say, okay, we're trying to be innovative in making sure that we create something new, add value to maintaining where we are, or if we are simply trying to, well, I said maintain, building something else, mainly those things, right? Then we need to be able to build upon our thinking from where we are, but we can't do that alone. We have to understand that there's value in collaborative thinking, because as we're kind of in our silos, we kind of start trying to figure all these things out ourselves. And, I've always said that one mind plus one mind equals a stronger mind, right? It's like they say two heads are better than one. Certainly, two heads that are thinking in the same direction is certainly better than one. And anytime that you can, depending on what you're trying to do, even more heads that are all thinking and going in the same direction is always better. It helps you to get there faster of what you're trying to do and what you're trying to get to, what you're trying to build on. And it helps you get there stronger, right? Because you only know what you know, right? You can be the smartest person in the world, but you're still only one little brain. You can only know what you know based on your experiences, based on your training, education, whatever it is that you gained what you've got. It's still only a fraction. And most of the time, a fraction of what you need for the things that you're doing. So you want to bring in people and bring in thought that help you to make what you are doing go from good to great, right? So how do you do that, right? The important thing is to understand the structure of collaboration, right? You have to be able to collaborate your mind and your thought with someone else's. So you have to be able to know that what you need to bring to the table, right? If I'm pulling what I like to call masterminds together to the table, then what I want to do is, for me, I want people that know stuff that I don't know, right? I want people that have experiences, that believe in what I'm doing, believe and want to be a part of developing that or growing that or making it better, but they have some different perspectives, right? So I have to make sure that, one, I'm able to bring that type of person to the table, and that I am willing and open to whatever it is that they are able to offer, right? So one of the things I want to make sure that you clearly understand is that you need to make sure that don't have too much ego to where you're going, I know this, and why is he or she, telling me this? Or that you have security enough that you're okay with not knowing what they know. Because when you're presenting what you have and what you bring, they may be in a learning place too. Like, they didn't know what you brought to the table. And it's like, it's adding value to them as well, right? So you need to have an openness to be able to receive what they're saying, receive what they're offering, the shared thinking and the value, be able to accept value from what other people are offering. And don't feel like, well, I don't want to really share. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I have enough, I don't want to look stupid. Like, I don't know everything because I'm the one putting this together. This is my project, right? Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, where stupid comes in is when you're trying to do it all yourself, right? That's where stupid is, right? It's like, again, you only know what you know. If you ever want to understand how small you are, all you have to do is look at yourself standing beside even just a mountain. If you've ever been in a plane, you look down, how tiny do you look? How tiny does the biggest building that you see look when you're up just 30,000 feet above the air? That reminds you and lets you know how tiny we actually are, and our little brains with all that we know. So bring as many, right? Be open. Don't be afraid if what you know feels limited to you, because what the others bring is what helps you get there faster, from good to great, and it helps you to build on what you already know. A good story about that is, they talk about Henry Ford, right? So Henry Ford, we all know who that is. And, we all know that they laughed at him. They thought, this guy's got no education. He's stupid. What is going on? But he had a vision. He had a dream. And he believed and understood how to do it, right? How to make it happen. What did he do? Because he didn't know everything. He had the vision, the dream, and understood how he wanted to make it happen. So what did he do? He gathered people around him that knew various parts about what he needed to make what he wanted to happen. Right? I'll tell you even better, when this got challenged. It got challenged when, of course, you could always expect it. Anytime you start growing and getting bigger or doing anything, you're going to have haters come at you. And in this case, it was other businessmen. So they brought him into the courts and so forth, and they challenged him. At some point during that court, he said, they're asking him all these questions, trying to test his intelligence, trying to actually his education level, not his intelligence, right? So they came and they're asking him all these questions. And at some point, he looks and he says, what I'm trying to figure out is, why do I need to spend my time answering these questions that you're asking me when all I have to do is press a button, and I've hired the people around me that can answer all those questions, which gives me time so that I can better think about how to put this vision together. So the point of it all is that when you have people with you and around you that help you think and build what it is that you're trying to do, and you make sure you have the right people in your circle at the table that are all going in the same direction, and yet and still they bring different things. And when you're open to that perspective, or those different perspectives, and you're willing to let that become a we, and you build and you take that knowledge, you take that shared knowledge, and you leverage it to make what you're wanting to do happen. I don't care if it's something new, maintaining what you have, or growing where you are. If you bring in those people that are around you, that's how you stay, as you ask me your question, in the know on things that matter to you, on up to date, but also things that you have that you want to do in the future. That's how you stay, is that you reach out. You reach out to groups. And in these groups, you look for that person that is thinking the same way that you are. You look for that person, those people who are a part of what you want to do, and begin to bring them into the circle of what you're trying to make happen. And so that's kind of what I want to share with you today. And I'm hoping that, it helps you with your understanding of why leveraging the shared thinking is so important. I know my mastermind team will say, even when they get crazy tired of me sometimes, if I have an ideal and I say, okay, here's where this is, here's what I'm thinking I want to do with it, each person brings in their perspective of it, and they add their expertise to it, and it makes it better. It makes that thought and that ideal stronger. And so that's what I hope that you're able to now reach out and do, and begin to find those people in groups, conversations, people that you know. And so with that, I hope that's giving you a little inspiration to get you through the rest of the week. Remember, you only got 2 days to go on this hump day. You can make it, you can do it, and whatever you're trying to do, always do it good. Always do your best. If you are in a place where you're stuck or anything like that, and you know that you're trying to make a transformation in your life and you need some help, you're not quite sure how to get there, that's what I do in coaching. Feel free to go to my website, vivifyu.com, and take my free offer. Get in contact with me through Messenger or however. Let me know what you want to change. Let me know why it's important to you that you want to change this. Let's begin to have that conversation. Let's get you where you want to be. In the meantime, like, share, comment on this page, and also I welcome your questions. I enjoy feeding back with you, getting a clear understanding of what it is that you're trying to get some understanding or some clarity on or some insight on, and I really enjoy doing that with you all. So continue to bring me those questions. Continue to let me know what's important to you, because that's what I want to bring to you. Is just a little insight on the things that matter to you. So with that, get through the rest of the week, and we will see you. Take good care of yourselves. Stay healthy and happy. Bye. Uh-oh, don't know what I did there. Okay.